what am I doing at this really cool campsite with this beautiful lake behind me? I'm only 2.5 hours away from Dallas Fort Worth, and I just heard about this place that I can't believe I've never heard of, the Wichita Mountains. I mean, I've heard of them, but I didn't know about the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge, which is where I am. I've got Quanah Parker Lake behind me, cool little campsite, got a fire going, got the grill. So got the dogs back here, there they are, and I rolled out in here in Grandpa. So we're gonna check it out, do some hiking, do some exploring, see what it's all about. So come on and join me. Pretty cool little site. Got a fire going, got the pups out here, and we got burgers on the menu for dinner tonight. You guys think the grill is ready? Ready to throw some burgers on? So what's on the plan for tomorrow? I think we're gonna go hike around, check out some really cool trails. We're gonna climb to the top of the Wichita Mountains little wildlife refuge area here. And there's a couple cool little lakes I wanna check out, take the dogs, and just kind of explore what's going on out here. It should be a really fun time. Okay, so for real, if this is as cool as I think it is, which I've been walking around the campsite. I've got a really good spot here. The number is 44B, and it's a lovely little area, nice little fire pit, got a grill. And if this place is as cool as I think it is, being 2.5 hours away from Dallas Fort Worth, I live in Fort Worth. It is Oklahoma, but it's also a little mountain range, and it's a wildlife refuge, and I saw wild bison on the way in, so I'm really excited to check it out, explore, see what's going on. It's a Texan armadillo. Just having fun digging around. Not paying me any attention. Hey, armadillo. Well, good morning. It is a beautiful day in the Wichita Mountains. The sun is out. I can see through my van window here that it's going to be a really beautiful day. Got my little buddies behind me. Goldie. Well, she wants to sniff around, but she's already gone out and had a little restroom break this morning. Getting my coffee going first things first as always, and we're going to take a look around and check it out. I put a new sweater on Goldie. Keep her warm in the cold weather. It's been under 32 degrees and she likes to rub it against things like a bear because she finds it itchy. Morning, little buddy. You go down to the lake, girl? Come on. There's a lot of cool rocks out here, and I hear that there are areas that kind of have rocks that resemble Utah a little bit. So I want to check that out and see what it looks like. Coolest little trail right from my fire pit and picnic table area right down here to the trail. And then you've got the beautiful lake, Quanah Parker Lake. Easy to find cool little private spots to hang out. Nice little walking right from the campsite. So I can't really say how it would be for anyone else, but apparently there's some sort of hunt going on. This is a wildlife refuge, so I know that you can hunt in certain areas. But I had the quietest camp neighbors. So although this isn't technically a state park, sometimes I try to kind of avoid state parks because you have a lot of generators going on, or maybe big families staying next to you and they're just trying to have a good time, but there are loud noises and, you know, kids playing and things like that. So sometimes it's hard to enjoy nature, but this is a place that you really can find some quiet. It's like quiet as a church mouse around here, so it's pretty cool. I just went on a walk to the bathroom with my dogs, and I passed these kids and heard the funniest little story. So the little girl told her brother in front of her dad, she said, "I think when we get home, Marty needs some chores." And the little boy chimed in and he was like, the classic response, he's like, "I don't think we really need your parenting advice." And she said, "Okay." So it was like a real short little back and forth, but boy, she planted that seed though, didn't she? I think Marty's got some chores ahead of him. Grandpa's doing good. Got to do a quick stop here at the bathroom. Got to brush the teeth, wash the hands, do that kind of thing. But I want to show you, I walked earlier and I looked at the bathrooms, and at state kind of parks like this, usually the bathrooms aren't too great, or you've got to put little coins in and they give you a couple minutes. So let me show you these. So if you come, you can prepare to take a nice shower, which is kind of cool. So here it is. Yeah, super clean, not bad. And really nice clean bathrooms too. Look how clean these are. I've never been to a park like this and seen bathrooms this clean. I'm so happy. Here's a whole bunch of wild turkey. Texas Longhorns. You guys having fun? We're going to the top of Mount Scott. It's really cool how they line the road up going up to Mount Scott with these really cool rocks. The whole area is really pretty. It's impressive. So I'm at the top of Mount Scott, and this is incredible. I really cannot believe that this is 2.5 hours from my house in Fort Worth. Maybe slightly over, but about that. And man, this is just beautiful. It's a lovely, lovely place. And it's so clean. It's so nice. It's so quiet. And the views are epic. I really feel like I'm much further away from Dallas-Fort Worth than 2.5 hours, by far. Some more awesome views. Really cool. Come check it out, Wichita Mountains. Well, I can officially tell you at this point already, I think I've made the decision that highly recommended. If you feel like coming out this way, you should. It's a beautiful, beautiful little wildlife refuge. This mountain is really impressive, Mount Scott, and there's cool little hiking around. It's very not crowded at all for a beautiful day in late November. It's pretty awesome. So come check it out. Decided to make a little coffee, a little mountaintop coffee. I think it'll taste better. I wish this was smell-o-vision because this smells so nice. Always bring the good grounds. You guys ready for some treats? Coffee and treats. All right, guys. One for you and one for you. Go on, girl. It's a bone. Okay, maybe you'll get it that way. Well, I made some mountaintop coffee, so cheers. This is really one of the coolest places that I've ever been to. It's very peaceful, and there's a lot of wildlife out here. I saw an armadillo last night, wild turkeys, bison, longhorn. There's a Maltipoo, there's a Maltese, some really pretty herons. It's just a lovely place. So if you come out, take some time to explore. Everything's kind of close. Drive around. It is super great. I'm really loving it. It's always good to get that kind of mountain high feeling. Always makes me feel better. Hope it makes you feel better too. Well, that place was certainly fun. Definitely has some magic. I will be back. Mount Scott, I will be back. This is really a cool spot. So when you're heading down the mountain, you'll see this little spot. You can pull over on the left side. Just really beautiful view of the side of the mountain here, and then back in the distance, what we saw from above, but a different angle. And it's really pretty. Well, I made it to the Holy City. This is one of those really interesting places that you see every now and then when you go on a road trip. Apparently the longest Easter pageant in the country has been here and still goes on to this day. But whoever built this put a lot of effort into it, and it's really cool seeing that kind of devotion. And it's cool that they open the doors so people like me and you can come and walk around and check out something really different and unique. Some beautiful bison out there this evening, having a little grass snack. Jasper's having his dinner, and then little Goldie next. Got the grill going. Let's go check out the lake. Well, what's for dinner tonight? I got a couple steaks on the grill, about to get a fire cranked up. And I have been listening to a book on tape. It's called Empire of the Summer Moon, which is really interesting because this is actually Comanche country. And right there is Quanah Parker, who was a Comanche chief, Quanah Parker Lake. And I happen to be Comanche myself, so a lot of Comanche stuff going on. And steaks. It's gonna be good. Well, good morning. It's my last day here at the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge. I got Goldie and Jasper in the van. Stopped on the other side of Quanah Parker Lake to make some quick coffee and check out this other side. I could see it from where I was camping, and there's some really pretty boulders. Looks like a really cool trailhead. The trail is really rocky, so I'm not gonna take my dogs out there this morning, but what I am gonna do on the way out is stop by Medicine Park and show you guys that place. Apparently it used to be like a little kind of refuge, kind of resort kind of getaway, but like old school. Apparently Bonnie and Clyde went through and some kind of notorious gangsters went to hide out there. But this part of the lake is really pretty. It's a lovely day. There's some kind of little boulders over here. If you're into bouldering, this would probably be a pretty cool place to do it. So anyway, got my coffee brewing. We're gonna take that, go check out the lake, and show you around Medicine Park on the way out. I think this is the spot to sit right here. Yep, this is the one. Morning coffee spot. All right, so I found a really great spot that I eyeballed from the opposite side of my campsite. I'm gonna turn the camera around in a second and point over to you where it is. Beautiful little boulder area right on this side of the Quanah Parker Lake. And I brought my coffee, so I'm gonna have my first sip of coffee with you guys. That's it, man. That's where it's at. Outside coffee by the lake in nature with dogs. It's good. So where my campsite was, this is where I'm sitting. And directly across here, you can see this little patch of like the light colored reeds. Right to the left of that, like right there. So right there. That's where my campsite was. Good spot. Site number 44 in Dorris Campsite. I love these little spots of green, kind of algae, mossy things that get left behind. Makes everything look really cool and pretty. You guys ready to hit the road? Medicine Park? Let's do it. Tatanka. So I'm stopping at this super cute little place called the Healthy Hippie on the side of the road on the way out, well, towards Medicine Park, but apparently you can eat in these little domes. How cool. Or drink coffee or whatever. What a cool little pretty spot. It's gonna be like that scene in Beetlejuice. Some lodging over here. This really is a really cute little town. I'm here on a Tuesday and it looks like most things are closed, but it's pretty cool. Public restrooms. Doesn't mind. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you want a cool place to kind of feel like you're off the grid, Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge is definitely something to put on your list. See you next time.